So everybody, come to your mat. We're just going to work maybe with our ankles first. Sitting on your feet, or you can tuck your toes under if that's really uncomfortable for you, okay? Step your left foot forward and pull your left heel in as close as you can towards your glute, and then drive down into that left heel. A lot of energy, just sitting it down. You can lean into that left thigh, but keep rooted in the heel as you're doing that. So you don't want to lift the heel, or you can lift the heel if you want to. We're just stretching the back of your ankle. So just kind of working into that, really feeling that energy, sending it down and through the back of the leg. Intrinsically, pulling that left foot into your shin there, those intrinsic muscles that you're in your foot. So you want to stay active in your feet and in your hands when you're on the mat. That's why I prefer that you do yoga without socks. All right, so go ahead and send it back and take the right foot forward, pull the right heel in as far as you can, and just kind of rock over into that right thigh, driving energy down and through your heel, pulling your foot up towards your shin. You can move around a little bit. Just trying to get that end range in the dorsiflexion of your foot, where it is at this moment. And then come back to the top of your right foot, the top of both feet. If you have to lift up a little bit, if your feet are not quite fully pressing into the floor, that's fine. Lean back into your heels. Use your arms as much as you need to stretch the tops of your feet. So sitting back into the soles of your feet, lifting your knees. So you may be here. And then bring your hands forward. Spread your fingers out really wide. Grab your floor with an open-handed grip. Roll your biceps forward and pull your finger pads towards your knuckles. Just pulsing your shoulders past your wrists with straight and strong arms. Push out of your shoulders. So just a little bit of scapular protraction, wrapping your shoulder blades into your armpits. Pressing your spine between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. And then take your shoulders past your wrists. Continue that energy of the biceps rolling out. Root down through your index knuckle. Tuck your tailbone under and tuck your toes under. Press your spine up to the ceiling, the upper part of your back. And then squeezing your glutes, push your heels back. Engage your quads into your false planche. So you can push forward on your toes. Hollow out your chest. Hold it right there. Great. Push straight out of the shoulders, up and back into your downward facing dog. And pedal your feet out. Be as organic as you can possibly be here. Find anything and everything that you could possibly find to work into. Twisting your ankles around. Dropping your hips side to side. A lot of people like to do dancing lion in their cat-cow. But I like to do it with my arms up overhead into a down dog. So be organic. That's what my teacher says. All right, lift up onto your toes. Engage your quads. Pull the energy of your kneecaps up and the energy of your quads into your hip creases. Tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your outer hips and roll forward into that false planche, just stacking your shoulders over your wrists. All right, send it back to down dog. Inhale, then exhale your heels down to the floor. Inhale, lift up onto your toes, wave forward into your false planche again. As you exhale, drop your hips towards your wrists. Roll your biceps forward and inhale, lift your heart. Squeeze your quads, your glutes, pull your chest forward. Keep rooting down through your index knuckle. Bring your knees down to the floor. Keep all that energy in the back line of the body. And squeeze your big toes together. Lift your chin. Right, exhale your chest all the way down to the floor. You might need to step back just a little bit. Take your arms out to the side, tighten your fingers, untuck your toes, pull your shoulders up into your ears. Roll and squeeze your shoulder blades together as you start to roll your shoulder blades back. and then pull them down towards your waist. As you inhale, lift your heart, pull forward. A couple of breaths here. So you want to keep lifting the belly off the floor, heart pulling forward, shoulder blades in that depression, but lifting your heart towards the sky. All right, exhale your chest down to the floor. Slide your right hand out on the floor, roll your right shoulder into the floor, take your left foot and inhale, reach it up and over towards your right hand. You can drop your temple to the floor. You can roll your right bicep out, press your elbow pit into the floor. Right, exhale it back to center. And then slide that left hand out, tent your right fingertips, roll your left shoulder into the floor. Inhale your right foot to your left hand. Take a couple of breaths here. Pressing your elbow pit into the floor. Right, back to center. Grab your strap. Holding onto your strap or your towel. Reach your hands forward, so you're going to create tension and pull. On your inhale, lift your chest off the floor and push your strap or your towel forward. Add the legs, reach the toes back, lifting through the glutes and the hamstrings. All right, take everything down to the floor. Pull your hands back towards your lower ribs. Lift your chest, high cobra. Inhale. Exhale, sink back into your heels for child's pose. Reaching as far forward as you can through your hands, keeping your forearms lifted, your palms active, pressing into the floor and away from each other. Reach back through your sit bones, through your hips, and soften your quads. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring your forehead or your third eye down to the floor. And right here, just feel your breath coming in your nose and out of your nose. Feel your ribs expand in all directions. On your next exhale, press your palms into the floor. Draw in and up with your lower abs and draw your ribs in. All right, inhale, soften up. Exhale, pull your hands towards your knees and draw everything up towards the ceiling, all the energy. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, do it again. And let it go on your inhale. Come back to your tabletop, into your downward facing dog. From here, lift up onto your toes, wave forward into that high cobra with your toes tucked under. So we're going through that angry cat plank, letting the hips drive forward, rolling the biceps out, pulling your heart forward, lift your chin. We're going to take it to Chaturanga and hold for 5. So you can take it a plank or a Chaturanga. So pull your hands towards your feet and your elbows towards your hips and hold 5, 4, keep going, 3, good, 2, 1, up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. All right, from here, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Separate them hip width apart or mat width apart, whatever feels right for you. This is just the warm-up that we're doing right now. Sway side to side, take a couple of twists here. Be organic in this stuff. Everybody has different movements that feel right to them, that prepare their body for the yoga that they're going to do, or the movement. So we're going to start some sun salutations. On your next inhale, just lengthen out halfway, lift up. We're going to find our halfway lift. Engage your quads, tip your pelvis forward, and fold in with straight and strong legs. That's your halfway lift. So drop your head down, exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward back to your downward facing dog. Step your feet together, bend your knees. Take your gaze forward. You can step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale when you get there, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Starting our sun salutation. Lift your toes, root down through your big toe mount, root to rise, reach out, inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take 3 breaths here. Broadening your collarbones. Feeling strong, feeling tall. Feeling powerful in your breath. On your next inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold in. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, step jumper float chaturanga. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing exhale. Inhale, gaze goes forward like hop to the top. Lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Reach out, rise up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. One more time, inhale. Light hop to the top and lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale, rise up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. And pedal it out. Hold it here, 5 breaths. Take the knees down if you want to. Two more breaths. Step your feet together to prepare. Lift your gaze, look forward, light hop to the top. Get long halfway. Exhale into your forward fold, chair pose on your inhale. Squeeze your inner thighs, shift the weight back into your heels, sweep your arms forward and up, take your gaze up. You're lifting your thumbs, you're wrapping your triceps around your body, but still reaching forward and up. Squeeze your outer hips, pull the weight back a little more. Couple more breaths. On your next exhale, forward fold. Lengthen out halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Step your feet together. Inhale your right leg up into 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, hollow out your chest. From here, press your right knee into your right elbow or tricep. Let the inner arch of your left foot fall. And then externally rotate your right thigh. You can sweep your left arm up and over. Should feel that on right oblique. All right, exhale, left hand to the floor, back to 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Spin the left heel to the floor. Warrior 1. As you rise up on your inhale, interlace your fingers, flip your palms, pull your left hip forward, root down through your left heel, pull your right hip back. Squeeze your left glute, draw your ribs down. Shoulders should be squared forward. Hips energetically squared forward. All right, release your left hand down to the floor. Underneath your shoulder, lift your left heel and reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Pushing back through that left heel. You're going to get a nice, strong left quad. Keeping the hips squared forward, get the twist through your spine. All right, exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. You're hollowing out the chest, squeezing your thigh up towards your ribs, pushing the floor away, and pressing your knee into the back of your arm. We're holding it there, energetically reaching and squeezing up. Inner arch of your right foot falls. Externally rotate that left thigh and reach your right arm up and over. Back to your 3-legged dog, right hand down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Spin that right arch down to the floor. Drive back through the right heel. Inhale, arms reach up. The other thumb goes on top as you flip your palms to the ceiling. Pulling the right hip forward, pulling the left hip back. Driving down through the right heel. Squaring your shoulders. Lifting up, but pulling the ribs in. Just prepping the movements here. All right, releasing your hands, bring that right hand down to the floor underneath your shoulder. Lift your right heel, take the twist through your spine, keeping your hips squared forward. Get a nice strong press back through that right heel, right quad, right glute. Exhale to Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Hold it right here for 5. Inhale, 1, 2. Press out of the shoulders. Spin the energy of the thighs inward. Sit bones upward. All right, 5. Inhale, take your gaze forward. Shift your weight forward. Load your hands and shoulders. Exhale, bend the knees. Light hop to the top. Lengthen out halfway. Exhale, forward fold, chair pose on your inhale. Shift the weight to your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. To your half chair, separate your knees. Pull your hips back and reach your hands forward. Turn your gaze down towards the floor and lift your thumbs to the ceiling. Two more breaths. Exhale to your forward fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Take it to Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg to three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee and reach it up to the ceiling. Send the energy down through your left heel. So you're trying to open and press the hips open to the right side of your mat. Square your shoulders up. Exhale to your plank, take your right knee to your right shoulder and lift that right ankle up as high as you can. All right, sweep your right knee back to the ceiling. Inhale, take it up. All right, drip it over to the left side of your mat. Let the right armpit lift this time. Back to your three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward, left heel to the floor. Warrior 1, inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Take a twist, runner's lunge. Twisted runner's lunge. Right, to your Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg to three-legged dog. Bend your knee and sweep your left knee up to the ceiling. Root down through your right heel. You're reaching up and pushing down. Driving out to the left, drop your left armpit. All right, from here, exhale, left knee to left shoulder. Trying to lift that left ankle as high as you can as you send your weight forward. Equal weight in the hands and shoulders. Sweeping the left knee up back, a three-legged dog. Inhale, take it up. Drip the left foot over to the right side of your mat and lift your left armpit. Back to three-legged inhale. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Right heel spins down. Warrior 1, rise up, inhale. Exhale, right hand to the floor, twist surrender's lunge. Trying to get the twist through the spine. Take it to Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 5 breaths here. Be organic in your movement. Take your knees down if you want to. All right, inhale. Shift your weight forward into your hands. Load your shoulders. Exhale, bend the knees. Continue to push out of the shoulders. Light hop to the top. Get long halfway. Exhale into your forward fold. Chair pose on your inhale. Half chair, exhale. Chest pulls to the thighs as you reach forward. Take the weight back into your heels, into your hips. Hold it right here or bring your hands down. Wrap your triceps back. Press the floor away. Knees on the back of the triceps, crow or crane. We're going to hold it for 5, 4. If you are in a chair or half chair, exhale to your forward fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Everyone take it back, Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, not right elbow, right shoulder. Squeeze it up. Push forward onto your left toes. Take it to Chaturanga. So that hip is open. Maybe reach out through the right toes. Back to your three-legged dog. Bend your knee. Open up your hips. Drop that right foot up and over for your wild thing. Shift your weight into your right heel. So load the right heel, left hand. Tension across the body from there, from hand to foot. Drive through your right glute and reach it up and over. Right from here, we're stepping the right foot forward. This time keep the left heel lifted. We're in that twisted runner's lunge. Right from here, push between your feet, tent your left fingers. Let the right hand pull you back. So push back through your left heel. Right hand pulls you up and back, twisted high crescent lunge. And from here, warrior two. Take your left arm up and over, right arm down, and then drive that right hip open. Very nice. Sink down, maybe a little deeper, pushing out of the back outer blade of that left foot. Windmill your hands to the floor, exhale to Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg up to three-legged dog. Bend your knee, exhale, left knee, left shoulder. Pull it in, push forward onto your toes. Pull your elbows in, Chaturanga. So the hip is open, maybe the leg stretches out. All right, back to your three-legged dog. Sweep the knee up to the ceiling and then drip it up and over for a wild thing. Shifting your weight, right hand, left heel. Push through the left heel, squeeze the left glute. And then shifting your weight back into your right foot, step your left foot forward. Right hand stays on the floor, left arm reaching up, pushing back through your right heel. The tension is between your left foot and your right foot. Tent your right fingers and let the left hand pull you back as you push back through your right foot. Nice. You're going to take it to warrior two. Sweep the left hand down, right arm up and over, inner arch of that right foot falls. And open up, sink down. All right, whenever you're ready, exhale to Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold it right here. 2 to 5 breaths. 3. Push out of your shoulders a little bit more. 4, step your feet together. Inhale, take your weight forward into your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, light hop to the top. Lengthen out halfway. Exhale, forward fold, chair, half chair, or crow pose. So send the weight back into your heels. Chest and thighs connect. Wrap your shoulder blades into your armpits and wrap your elbows towards each other. Push the floor away. If you're in your chair pose, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Everybody exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Maybe flying split. Take it forward and take it up. Back to three-legged, inhale. Take it up and over, exhale. Drop your left hip toward your left wrist. Inhale, drive through your right heel into your wild thing. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Push back through your left heel. Right arm reaches up on your inhale. Push between your feet. Let the right hand pull you up and back. From here, let's reverse it. Flip your left palm to the ceiling and bring your right hand to the back of your left thigh. Just raising that thigh. On your inhale, lift your left arm up and over as you root down and push back through the ball of your left foot. All right, take it to your warrior two. Right hand goes forward, inner arch of the left foot falls. From here, flip your right palm. Take your left thumb to the floor, roll your left shoulder forward and pull it away from your ear. Slide it behind your back towards your right hip crease. Drop that hip down. On your inhale, keep the right hip where it is, reaching up and over as you're driving back. Lots of energy. going in all directions. Opening your arms back up. Exhale your right elbow to your knee. Take your shoulders, square them forward. Sweep your left hand down to the floor and forward. And then stack your ribs. Palm is facing the floor. Right thigh is rolling out. Right elbow on the knee so we're not so deep here. If you want to, slide your right hand down to the inside of your right foot if it feels all right. If you're not lifting up too high to do it. Exhale your left hand to the floor. Frame your right foot, float it back, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder. Maybe a flying split. Keep going. Back to your three-legged dog. Inhale, take it up. Drop it over to the right side of the mat. Sink into your right or left heel and drive through it. Inhale, lift your heart. All right, shift your weight back into your right foot. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Keeping the right hand on the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up. The diagonal push between your feet is strong here. Let the left hand pull you up and back. Gonna reverse this. Flip your right palm. Left hand just grazes the back of the right thigh. Reaching up and over, keeping the hips square. To your warrior two. Left hand forward, right arm back, inner arch of the right foot falls. Broaden out your collarbones. Same thing, we're gonna reverse it. Right thumb to the floor, pull your shoulder away from your ear, elbow towards your waist, and your right hand towards your left hip crease. Drop the hip crease. Inhale, exhale, slide and reach forward. Inhale, reach up and over, but don't let that left hip lift. Opening your arms back up. Exhale, left elbow on the knee. Square your shoulders forward. Sweep that right hand towards the floor, the palm facing the floor. And then roll your right ribs to stack over your left ribs. Still trying to keep that left knee from rolling in. Rooting down through the left big toe mound, but externally rotating from the hips. You want to feel your left outer hip engaged. Now if you can, you have space, slide your left hand towards the floor. Exhale your right hand down. Frame your foot with both hands and then step back to plank. Exhale, lower Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, I want you to take a little break. So if you want to take an inversion break, which is what we normally do, or you can take a child's pose for a full minute, or you can bring your elbows down into dolphin pose right here, pushing the floor away. Or you can come back to the floor and move with the breath. Stretch your right hand out. Inhale. Ooh. Left foot to your right hand. Exhale back to center and roll. Inhale. Right foot to your left hand. Exhale back to center. It can be whatever you want. All right, take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then bring it back into your downward facing dog. Round your downward facing dog, step your feet together. Inhale, shift your weight forward, load your shoulders, exhale, bend the knees, light hop on your inhale. Get long halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it into chair pose. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lift your left elbow and take it across your right thigh. Squeeze your inner thighs. Shift that weight back into your heels so you can lift your toes. Press your palms together, and as you exhale, don't let the hips shift. Everything squeezing together, just twisting from the core. Bring your heart to meet your hands. So your knees should stay in line with each other. They should stay stacked in line or over your feet. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, take your right elbow across your left thigh, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, press the palms together, and exhale, twist your heart towards your hands. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. All right, so hold it here in your chair, half chair, or crow pose. Moving into it. Push the floor away, hollow out your chest. If you're in your chair pose, forward fold on your exhale. Halfway lift on your inhale. Everyone, take it back, Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Maybe a flying split. Back to three-legged inhale. Exhale, drop the right foot up and over, wild thing. Sink into your right heel. Inhale, lift your hip. Reach your right hand towards the floor. Right foot steps forward. Right arm lifts. Twisted runner's lunge. Make sure you're on a diagonal and not on a tightrope. Right hand pulls you up and back. So you can reverse it. We're going to take it into a diagonal stretch, which I love. Drop the left knee, sink it towards the floor. Push through the right heel and straighten out the right leg. Spin the toes out to the right. Squeeze your left glute. Drive your hips forward. Keep them square towards the top of the mat. Lift your heart. Maybe hands at heart center. And then maybe twisting just a little bit to the right as you push your right big toe mound forward and drop that left knee. Or open your arms. Continue to lift your chest towards the ceiling. Take it to your warrior two. Right hand forward. Flip your right palm. Exhale. Reach up and over. You can do whatever you want with that left hand. Inhale. Take that right arm up and over. Exhale. Right elbow on the knee. Extended side angle. Then we're going to take that to a half bind. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Roll your left shoulder forward. Turn your palm back behind you. And then pull your shoulder away from your ear and your elbow towards your waist. And take that hand just like we did when we were here. That half bind is already there. So we're twisting our heart towards the ceiling, drop the hips. Maybe that right hand goes towards the floor. So you're trying to externally rotate that right thigh and twist through your spine. From here, unbind your left hand, reach it up towards the ceiling. Exhale your left hand to the to the floor. Both hands are on the inside of your right foot and lift your left heel. We'll start here in this runner's lunge. Drop your left knee to the floor. Pull your right heel in towards your body a little bit, but take your toes out slightly and find a lizard lunge. Maybe both elbows are coming down towards the floor. So we're passive here. You can drop over to the outer blade of your right foot if you want to. If you want to make a little space for your front split, reach down for your right big toe mound, making sure that your foot is active and on the floor, lifting your arch. So you're really trying to draw that right thigh in a little bit. And then lifting up onto your hands. From here, take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. We're going to come into a runner's lunge from here. Tuck your left toes under, squeeze your left glute, and just push the heel back to lift the leg. So the hip stays as low as it can stay. You just push it back, stay low. From here, we're going to step into a standing split. So pull that right foot back, lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Now you can open the hip up. If you want to take it into a handstand from here, go ahead and work into a handstand. Maybe a puppy press. All right, wherever you are. Step your left foot back, plant your hands underneath your shoulders, step your right foot back, exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. All right, left leg, inhale, take it up. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder. Maybe you're flying this time. Keep going. Keep pulling your chest forward. Back to your three-legged inhale. Push up and back. Bend the knee, exhale, drop up and over. Wild thing. Driving through your left heel. Lift your heart, hold it here. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. There's a diagonal line pushing between your feet. Inhale your left arm up. Push back through your right glute, right heel. And then let the left hand pull you up and back. So we're gonna either reverse it. We're going to our diagonal, letting the right knee sink. Push through the left heel. Straighten the left leg, spin the toes out. Keep the hips forward. Push forward onto the left toes, like they're trying to still press into the mat. Drop that right knee towards the floor. Then lift your sternum towards the ceiling. Lift your heart. Then twist a little bit to the left. Then open up, maybe. Falling out of it. Very common in class. All right. All right, go ahead and take it to warrior two. From warrior two, exhale, flip your left palm, slide it forward. Inhale, drop the hips and reach up and over. Exhale, your left elbow to your left knee. Sweep your right hand forward and take it up to the ceiling. So we're starting with that bind, that half bind. Rolling your shoulder forward, drop your arm behind you, pull your elbow towards your hip, and then drop your hips towards the floor. Press back through your right heel, twist through your spine. See if you can keep the hips low and reach the floor. If you're reaching for a block, it's the same as reaching for a knee, probably. So we're working right there. Right from there, reaching that right arm up to the ceiling, and then down to the floor. Lift your left heel and drop your left knee, coming to a lizard lunge. Pull your right or left heel towards your body. So we're taking the knee past the toes, which is totally fine because the weight is in the heel, the foot is active, and bring that here, whatever you can reach down to the floor. So we're being passive or being active. If you like to roll out, I challenge you to try to use your toes, grip the floor, try to squeeze that knee in a little bit. It'll help get a little more range if you feel like the only way to do it is to roll out. So we're working towards something here. We're going to be active in this stretch. Just bringing it into a runner's lunge. Walk your hands forward and then square or frame your left foot with both hands. Push your right heel back. Keep the hips super low. As low as they already are, try to do that. Just squeeze the right glute, drive the heel back, and stay low. If you need to slide your right or left foot back to step forward into your standing split, go ahead and take it up. And this is where the hip is open, where you're lifting your right hip over your left hip. Wherever you went before, if you want to take it into a handstand, maybe it's a puppy, pulling that right knee across to the right side and sweeping the left leg up. Right, wherever you are, bring that left foot back between your hands. Step your right foot back. Then your left foot back to plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Bring your knees down. Sit back onto your heels and sweep your hands back. Roll your shoulders forward. And take a few breaths here in your child's pose. So, maybe we're going to work into a little bit of compass pose from there. Take a few more breaths here. If you can't quite get compass pose, it's totally fine. I Everybody that knows me knows that it took me 2 years to straighten my leg. And so have that strap ready if you want to attempt it, okay? So from here, we're gonna do a little bit of stretching. Back to your downward facing dog. Take your gaze forward. We're gonna send our legs through and have a seat. So however you like to get through the gate of your arms to sit down. Once you get there, pull your right foot into Marichyasana. Make a space between your foot and your inner thigh, and scoot forward, close the gap between your heel and your glute. From there, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, so you're stretching the right side body, and then reach it towards your left foot. You can actively draw your foot towards your shin, and hold it right there. If you can't reach it, grab your strap, and then you're gonna pull yourself forward just with your right hand, but pull your right knee in towards your shoulder. So if you feel like you have to be on the outer blade of that right foot, you're just trying to actively squeeze your right thigh in and actively try to push your right big toe mound down, all right? So you can hold it right there. So at the same time you're doing this, think about activating the right side of your waist and shortening it up a little bit. You can take a bind if you want to. All right, from there, bring your right elbow underneath your right knee and rock your baby. So you can take it across like a pigeon, keep a flex on your foot, but it would be better if we're working towards pulling your right knee away from your left foot. So we're actively kind of reaching our knee and our heel, left heel, away from each other. And so we're gonna try our first compass pose. So if you want to start by taking that strap or that towel around your right foot, you're gonna try to work that right elbow underneath your right knee as much as you can. Roll your shoulder forward and hollow out your chest so you're pulling your ribs in and rounding your spine. As you push back for your right elbow, reach out for your right arm and lock that leg back, all right? You wanna still stay active on the inner thigh, pulling it towards your ribs. And then you're trying to look through and like underneath your left arm as you push your heel out, okay? So it may look like this. So you're trying to push your heel away. You're trying to revolve through your spine. You're trying to use that inner thigh, use that right side waist to get into your compass pose, okay? All right, from your compass pose, wrap the right leg on the back of your tricep and take your hands forward. Fingertips go forward, not inward. Hands are in front of your hips and about shoulder width apart. As you lean forward, you come back to the shape that you were before in that Marichyasana. All right, from here, we're just going to try to pick the hips up. So engage the left quad, push the floor away, squeeze the right leg on the back of your arm, and hold it right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take that left foot back and just step it back. Move through your vinyasa. Exhale. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder, float or fly. Back to your three-legged dog. Inhale, take it up and over. Oh, maybe I didn't do this. Drive through your left heel. I don't think I did. All right, exhale, take it down. We'll do it again. Inhale your right leg up. All right, exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Shift forward. Float or fly. Back to center. Inhale. Take it up and over. Exhale. Drag through the heel. Inhale. And then exhale back to down dog. Take your gaze forward. How are we getting there? Push the floor away. Drag your feet. However you want to get through. Have a seat. We're coming back to our stretch, Marichyasana. Pulling your left heel in. Scoot forward, but keep a space between your foot and your inner thigh. From there, get your towel if you need it. You're reaching your left arm up towards the ceiling and reaching forward towards your right foot, so you want to hold on to it. Squeeze your left thigh into your ribs and shorten your left side waist. So if you need to use your block, I mean not your block, but your towel, use your towel. Pull yourself in. So if you have a bind, you already know what that is. Go ahead and take your bind. All right, sitting up from there, I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit. So taking your left elbow, tucking it underneath your knee, rolling your shoulders forward to hollow out your chest and the front of your body, round your spine, get as small as you can, and then squeeze that leg on the back of your arm. Pull it back. Make the space between your right foot and your left knee. So we're reaching away. Well, you should feel that in your hips. You should feel it in your glutes. And then we're gonna work into our first compass pose. So if you need to, grab your towel, wrap it around your left foot, hold on with your right hand. So you're trying to roll the shoulders, get tiny in the front of the body, stretch that left hand out, pull the hip back, pull the knee back. So squeezing it onto the back of the arm. You're trying to cinch that left side of waist, get short on that side, pull your knee into your body, thigh into your ribs, and then rotate through your spine to look underneath your right arm. All right, then we're going to take it into elephant trunk pose. Let's go ahead and release that. All right, from here, trying to get a little bit deeper, squeezing your leg onto the back of your tricep. Fingertips going forward. So you make a little shelf with your left elbow, but your hands are in front of your hips because it's going to be easier for you to lift up. Unless you feel like it's easier really close. So pulling that right thigh up into your ribs, roll forward and push the floor away. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just step it back. Very nice. Exhale to your Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, float or fly. Back to your three-legged inhale. Drop it up and over. Exhale, and then drive through your left heel. Inhale, take it up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Exhale, back to your down dog. Inhale, right leg to three-legged. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Pull it forward and keep going. Back to your three-legged inhale. Exhale, drop it up and over. Wild thing. Inhale, drive through your heel. Back to down dog. Exhale. Lift your gaze. Light hop through. All right, from here, we're coming back to that Marichyasana, or to the elephant trunk pose. We're going to work in Astavakrasana. So maybe you're coming back to wherever you need to be. Maybe that wasn't available for you right now, and you're just working this, or you're working that compass pose. If you want to try the compass pose a little more regressed than we did before, just with the towel, take your compass, take your towel around your right foot. And what you're going to do is shorten up in the waist, tuck your right shoulder underneath, roll your shoulder forward, and then you're going to take your right elbow, pull it back, and pull the left foot in, and then rock over onto the left hip. And from there, it's a little bit easier with your right hip lifted, and you can just start from there. All right, from there, we slowly get a little deeper by extending the leg, by crawling the fingertips out, dropping the hip, and then extending the leg forward, pulling the chest forward. All right? So you're there. Come back to your elephant trunk work. So you're going to wrap the back of your leg onto your tricep. We're coming into Astavakrasana from here. So hands are slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Okay? I come from here. Slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Hips behind your hands. Same thing, just lifting up, or you can start here. Going to take the left foot over the right foot. Once you get up and you push, you squeeze your inner thighs together. So you're trying to cut the circulation off in your right arm, okay? From there, you're gonna keep the weight equal in both hands. Fill it out, and then take the chest forward and the hips back. It's a little more bend in that left elbow, or shoulder drops a little lower. And then push back up. Maybe you're pulling through this time. So pull the left knee into the chest, and then maybe it's a flying split from here. Stretch it back, and then step both feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now we're gonna work it on the other side. Look forward and not a lightest hop through. Maybe it's just a crawl through, however you get there. It doesn't matter. So maybe you're working again with your regressed version of your compass pose. So from here, grab your towel, take it around your left foot, hold on with your right hand, tuck your ribs in, hollow out your chest, take your left knee above your elbow, pull that hip back so you lock it back. Remember to squeeze and shorten the left side waist and use your shoulder to push back. So there's a lot of tension pushing forward through the leg and back through the shoulder. So you're trying to rotate. And to make it easier, pull your right heel in, lift your left hip, and then work from there. Start by crawling the fingertips out, extending the leg, dropping that left hip down to the floor. This is in the future. All right, from there, you're gonna slowly stretch the right foot forward and then pull the chest through. All right? From here, we're working into our elephant trunk or elephant trunk to Astavakrasana. So hollowing out the chest some more, squeezing that left knee on the back of your arm. Keeping your fingertips forward. You want to bring them in because your elbow's flared out on the left side, but you want to keep them forward because we're moving to Chaturanga. So strong right quad, point the toes if you want to. That keeps you from leaking energy. Push the floor away, and then you can start here and then take the right foot over the left, or you can start sitting with the right foot over the left. Squeeze your thighs together. That's how you push your heels away. Cut off the circulation of your left arm. Feel the weight equal in both hands. All right, from there, drop the hips. Pull the chest forward. And then when you push, you're pushing down and pushing slightly forward to hollow out the chest and make space for your left or your right knee to go underneath. And then as you stretch it back, pull your elbows towards your hips. You go back to your flying split and then step back, Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Very nice. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Push your left heel back. From there, let's go into right arm reaching up to the ceiling. We're going to move through that vinyasa one more time that we did earlier. Push through your feet, lift your chest, twisted high crescent lunge, reverse or diagonal stretch. To your warrior two. Take it forward, a lot of pivoting. All right, from here, flip your right palm. Exhale, reach forward, inhale, reach up and over. And exhale to your side angle. And then maybe find a bind from here. So you're dropping that right shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. And maybe as you reach behind you, you can make that connection. Drop your hips and twist. Find that compass right there. You can hold this here. You can stay right here in that half bind. Or you can take your right hand to the floor. Drop your shoulder if you're nice and low. Take your right hand behind your right foot. And then work into that compass side plank. So you're trying to maybe hold on to the outer blade of your right foot. I don't know if you can do this with a towel, maybe. So you're trying to rotate and then stretch that heel out. Right. Wherever you are, get into your vinyasa from there. So bring both hands down. Maybe we're pushing forward, pulling the elbows back to your flying split. Chaturanga. To your up dog. Back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Inhale, left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward. From here, right hand stays down. You're not on a tightrope. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Shift your weight out of your right hand. Inhale as you pull up and back. You can take it, reverse this, or drop into your diagonal stretch. To your warrior two. Please flip it. All right, from there you're going side angle with a half bind, or maybe looking to see if you have a full bind. You're rotating the chest, keeping the hips low, reaching and twisting. releasing your mind from here if you want to. Working towards that compass side plank. So we're trying to take your left hand underneath and over. That's your new point of contact. So we're trying to get that rotation through your spine and that extension out of the right side body. And hold it there. All right, take it into your Chaturanga however you want to. And then sit back onto your heels for a child's pose. Drop your forearms to the floor. Take a few breaths here just to restore. And then we will just do some more restorative movement and Shavasana and toast to each other. Just rocking back and forth, whatever feels right for you. All right, so come back up onto your shins or onto your knees, hero pose. And let's move it forward. Send your legs through the gate of your arms and lay back onto your back. A little bit of bridge pose here. Draw your heels in towards your glutes. Walk your shoulder blades together and lift your heart. Flatten out your sacrum. Lift your toes up so that you know that you're pushing into your heels. All right, from here, you can drive your hands into the floor. Hold on to the edges of your mat, or you can take that towel if you need to get it, wrap it around the front of your ankles to hold on to. So you're going to create some bow tension as you push through the heels. Continue to roll your biceps out, walk your shoulder blades together, and squeeze from the upper part of the traps to drive your hips up to the ceiling. We've already done plenty of prep for back bending, so if you want to take it into a full wheel, go ahead and move into your full wheel from here. So many things to do from that full wheel. Playing around, just play. Like whatever, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what it's supposed to, what you think it's supposed to look like. This is just a self-study. Whenever you're ready, if you're still in your bridge or wheel, bring it back down to the floor. Roll your spine down one vertebrae at a time. Draw your thighs up into your ribs and reach forward for your tailbone towards the top of your mat. Just rocking side to side or happy baby or plow pose, whatever feels right or feels good. If you want to do a couple more back bends from there, go ahead. Maybe you want to work off of a wall. From here, we're going to take a twist. So bring your knees into your chest and drop your knees over to the right side of your mat. Stack your shoulders. Your left shoulder is stacked over your right shoulder, and bring your palms together, all right? As you reach them out to the side. Slide your left hand past, or left fingertips past your right fingertips. So you're reaching out of that left shoulder. As you inhale, keep your gaze on your left thumb as you reach forward and up to the ceiling. As you do that, you're looking at your thumb. Let the right shoulder blade drop to the floor. And then slowly open your chest to the ceiling with your gaze towards your left thumb. You can keep it right there. Or you can do something with your legs. Maybe stacking your knees. Maybe shifting your hips a little bit. Sliding your right hand over so you're stacking your vertebrae a little bit more. Take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, Bring it back to the center of your mat. Realign your hips and your shoulders. Pull your knees or your thighs up into your ribs. Flex your feet and then drop everything over to the left side. Stack your shoulders. Stack your palms. Slide your right hand past your left hand so you're reaching out of that shoulder joint. Looking at your right thumb, inhale it up to the ceiling. Keep your gaze on it. Keep your reach out of your shoulder. And then slowly open up. Now if you shifted or you stacked your knees, go ahead and move towards that position. Taking a few more breaths. Bring it back to center. Realign your hips and shoulders. Any final movements that you feel like you would like to do, plow pose. Everybody should have their own way of working into the end of their practice. If you're just ready for a Shavasana, go ahead and stretch your legs out. Tuck your shoulder blades in, palms facing the ceiling. You can open up as wide as you want to, whatever feels good for you. But if you want to, just for a moment, make fists, point your toes, flex everything. Squeeze your glutes, and then just relax all of that. Keeping your eyes closed. Let your mouth just open gently so that you know that your jaw is relaxed. Do a little scan. See if there's any tension in your forehead, around your eyes, your shoulders, your hips. You can take your Shavasana as long as you would like. Whenever you're ready to get out of it, I say you should continue on. But I would like to say some things to everybody that is here. I see hearts. Aw, I miss you guys. But we will see each other soon, and you can replay this at any time. So, let's see who said something here. I see Natalie, Sarah. Uh-oh, where did it go? There we are. I want to see more. All the comments. I can't see them. I don't know where it is. I don't know anything about Facebook, you guys. Well, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm going to do a handstand practice on Wednesday. So we'll just have fun and play and work into some handstands, and we're going to do some straddle stuff and a lot of like flexibility and front body strength stuff, shoulder strength. So it should be fun. I think anybody can try. Anybody can do it. But I do want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. And if you are part of my crew here, cheers to you. For coming and staying in on this beautiful day, because I know we got to get outside while we can and enjoy the sun. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys soon. Text you soon. Love you madly. Namaste.